The ships are calling, no time to waste. They never left us, truth sets the pace. We are galactic, and third eyes on. It's time to practice, it's close to dawn. Time to awaken, we have been on. Old worlds are shaken, you have been warned.
Greetings and salutations, my friend. This time we will perform our knowledge sharing with a little bit more of a guru-esque appearance, even though we are not a guru. We serve you, so we are serving as an inspirational fact. So, what I do as a representative of the High Council is, as the sunlight hits me and the templates hit me, now embedded it into me, I'll translate them into light codes that are subliminal, as in your higher mind knows exactly how to get the download packages that need to be installed to get your applications running. Second of all, I've just witnessed Krista channeling Saint Germain, and I was inspired by his humor. So if you watch her channel, you'll see that he talks about, which I highly resonate with, that we are receiving download templates, meaning that the spiritual adjustment and the evolution of a species has to do with the ability to hear your guides, your angels, you can say your technical advisors, that will basically see where you are and see where's your capacity of intake. Then heaven or sun or central sun, or wherever you want to put it, I would say everything comes from source, will be sending packages. You know, when you go to an application store and you download an application, you already have the card, let's say spiritual maturity, you have the exchange rate, you hit that button and the download begins. The program doesn't start running until the download is complete. And you have to have the capacity to understand your download, meaning like your spiritual maturity lets you decipher what you have to create on this planet. We have scientists, we have energetic people that create just energy fields of just in presence of being there. We have light codes that can activate certain parameters of well-being. And Saint Germain said something like, when people need to understand, there's time where you just need to sit down and be quiet and don't have any suggestion, not even an opinion, not even a thought, not a distraction from where your center is, your central line, here, your heart. And when you have the capacity to shut down and get quiet in the mind, you understand that you're not quiet your mind. And furthermore, you understand, you hear the guides that are talking to you, communicating the templates to you, and enabling you to understand these templates and being able to respond to them, like a download. It might be a psychological template that explains that you have subroutine programs running in your subconsciousness, and you have to make sure that these subroutines do not run out of control, that there is a structure in your being as in a responsible resonator of life force. And for empath, I also found out, like, if you're too open, make sure if you have something quote unquote evil that approaches you, and you become that, you have your escrow out too far, you can make the discernment there by not letting that bleed into you and detoxing actually what you have to do. And now we have to come out of the age of naivete, more coming into your conscious being. You're responsible for your actions. So make sure your actions are wise, make sure your actions are in line with creation, and make sure that you have a chance to listen to Creator. So the examples we can give is places like this, solitude. Everybody needs a timeout. It needs to be quiet, and you need to reach a focal point where the average thought of what should have been, and what could have been, and what may have been, all of this, what we call cross chatter, has to do with if this and this left and right hemisphere are not aligned, you have cross chatter. That cross chatter at some point needs to cease. It needs to stop. You need to put your mind at ease and hear your angels, because they're actually always there. Call them as higher guides, archetypical programs that help you to realign yourself as consciousness evolution. That is what you are. And you can play that game in any role. Call yourself a clown, an actor, a guru, a channel, whatever character profile you like, you pick, like in games like Warcraft. You know, you want to be the jester, you want to be the magician, you want to be the elf, you want to be, I don't know, dwarven lord. It's a game of character play where you should be allowed to play your character, but the major rule is it is known if your character is authentic or if it's fraudulent. And in the future, it is also known by the fruits that you bring forth from the seeds that you plant. There's no way on earth or in this cosmos that you can plant a rotten seed and expect a healthy plant to grow from it. If the root is rotten, whatever the outcome will show is the opposite of creation. And we're working towards creation. We're leaving duality as we are creating that. But in part, this is a dimensional space going into the upper realms. It doesn't mean the physicality stops. From here to 12, everything is in the physicality. And dimensions have to do with the knowledge of a membrane that's around your cell, that you have a cell consciousness of a certain degree. And that makes you magical. That makes you avatar. That makes you druid, wizard, whatever, because you all are like fairy tale creatures, very much. And you can see why is it that little tales have archetypes with the faces, the evil wizard, the evil queen, the witch, the good witch, the white wizard, or Gandalf. He's gray because he's learning, then he becomes white and enlightened. The corrupted wizard like Saruman. We all have that in our system. And if you can look at our system and government and structures and everything in a magical way, not as an imagined way that is not real, really connecting to the here and now, to the body, no fairy tales, no ifs that never take place, no promises that can never be kept. The real thing, facing reality as it is, the way you design it. And then our development is and has the opportunity to be as right as rain, moving forward, bringing things together and unify. And that is the love that you are created for. That's why you came to this planet. On that note, I say namaste and thank you.